Now I'm going to say something that might surprise you. Most of the outfits that read as cheap, well, it's actually not the clothes. Often the clothes are very good pieces, sometimes even very expensive pieces. The problem isn't what's in the wardrobe, it's how we're putting it together. So today I want to talk about 5 specific things, not vague, specific things that are dragging our outfits down, making them look cheaper. Now this is not about spending more money, it's about noticing what is making it look wrong. Number 1, ill-fitting clothes. This does so much damage. And we're not talking about things that are necessarily too small, but too big. Because along the way, a lot of us have been indoctrinated with the idea that we're over 50, we don't have a body anymore, we don't have a shape anymore, we've put on weight, we've got a belly, we need to be wearing big clothes to cover it up. And the more comfortable, the better. And comfortable obviously means big. Actually, it doesn't. But the thing is, oversized clothes aren't hiding anything. They're just making us look bigger. They don't hang well. And it makes like you borrowed the whole outfit from someone else that's not your clothes. And then visually add bulk, often around the waist. Often when something's oversized, it's really got a poor shape. Necklines drag down. They look sloppy. If it looks sloppy, it looks cheap. And then on the other hand, if you've got clothes that are too tight, you've got buttons popping or a gaping at your bra line, you've got gaping at your tummy, you've got a waist that's too tight and you're uncomfortable, sleeves that's cutting in, and these are visible. These read as wrong size or wrong choice. So the fit we're going for is somewhere in the middle. It needs to fit us, but skim the body. And as we get older, we need structure because we've lost so much through age and now things are starting to droop. So those visually loose clothes, often shapeless, aren't doing us any favours at all. We do need shoulders, we need structure, we need a proper noticeable neckline, we need hemlines, we need straight lines, rather than flowing and floaty. I mean, I've got a lovely puffer coat. In the winter, when it's very, very cold, yes, it's very practical. So I'm not going to get rid of it. If I was making a decision to go out and look expensive, it wouldn't be my choice of coat because, quite frankly, it's so oversized, I look like a very overweight penguin. So sometimes it's about not getting rid of the things that don't work, but making the choice as to when you're going to wear them. So if I wanted to go out somewhere where I wanted to look smart and elevated and maybe expensive looking, I would choose a fitted coat, wool coat with shoulders, maybe belted. Now, which of these two is the most expensive? Well, the houndstooth coat I got from High Street Outlet at a very reduced price because that's what they do. They sell things at much, much reduced price, but it's a well-known brand. On the other hand, the puffer coat was into the hundreds. So we're not talking about value or money. It's about shape that suits and fits you. Number 2 would be underwear showing through your clothes. Now that could be you're wearing your clothes are too thin so you can see the underwear, or they're the wrong colour. You're wearing white trousers or white jeans and you're showing VPL, you're showing the colour of your underwear, or you're showing a line where, the VPL. The same can happen. You can show a VPL with your bra as well. So you're wearing a t-shirt or a sweater and it's a very elegant one, but the seam of your bra is showing. Underwear showing through cheapens your look. Absolutely no doubt about that. So there you are, you've made all that effort. You're wearing a very polished pair of nice white jeans or a lovely cashmere sweater and you've got VPL going on. And this is so easy to fix. And my favourite underwear, knickers would say in the UK, we'd also say pants, but in the States you use pants for trousers, don't you? But it's the bottom half of your underwear basically. So my favourite is stripe and stare. And I once asked, years ago, I asked on Instagram, what is your best non-VPL showing underwear? Predominantly the answer was stripe and stare. And so I have some stripe and stare, that's pretty well all I wear. and I will put a link in the description box for you to the website. They bring out of different ranges, but there's also different colours. But again, if you're wearing white jeans, then you're going to want to have a not a bright colour. You're going to want to have a skin colour of some sort. My favourite bras, you've heard me mention before as well, and that's the Confili bras or Confeli bras. I do sometimes do sponsorship for them. Today's not a sponsored video, by the way, but I also know that Confeli is available on Amazon, and we'll link their Amazon store in the description box for you as well. Now, if this is resonating with you and you've only just come across me, or maybe you've watched a number of my videos, but if you see subscribe underneath the video, it means you haven't yet subscribed. I would really appreciate if you could do that, because we're over 50, we're over 60 maybe. We want to tell the brands that we're relevant. We're still interested in clothes, we're still interested in style and fashion and looking good. And so by growing this channel, sharing the videos to others, liking the videos, commenting, letting YouTube know that this is a popular channel, and subscribing, you're giving that message to YouTube, and that in turn will give that message also to the brands, hopefully. At the same time, if you share, then you're sending the message out to other women who may find it helpful. My next point is too much of anything. So I was going to say, well, too much jewellery, yes, but that's not just it. It's not just about too much jewellery. Too much in the way of a heel height as well. It's quite cheap looking. Too much in the way of too many accessories can be cheap looking. It's a matter of knowing the right combination, the when and the how, when you're putting our outfit together. And sometimes this is just a feel, it's just a look in the mirror or take a photo, and if it feels too much, it is too much. And if it's too much, it's going to look cheap. I mean, think of, what was it in our day, and it really doesn't matter how expensive those necklaces are or those shoes are. They could be thousands of pounds. If you've got too much, it's going to look cheap. It's because the eye, the observer, just gets overwhelmed. There's nothing they're actually focusing on. They can't focus. There's all too much going on. And yes, knowing what to take off, it is a skill, but it's a skill you learn. It's a skill that you acquire by doing it regularly and getting an eye for it. Now take this outfit. You see, I often wear belts. I've said in videos, I love belts. I'm very much a waist person. Belts suit me, I wear belts. So automatically I put on a pair of jeans, top, cardigan and belt. But I could see then looking in the mirror, this was wrong. This was too much. This looked far better without a belt. Keep that midriff clean in this occasion. Why? Because I've already got detail in the sleeves, and those sleeve ends fall at the waist. So that would have been too much going along that line where the asymmetrical cuffs were falling off on the cardigan. Normally, yes, a belt would have worked. But that doesn't mean to say going out without any accessory. Instead, make the accessories away from where you've got that statement piece. So in this case, the sleeves. Take it away from there so you're looking at the neckline. Or shoes. I chose neckline. That could be a necklace. Make it blend in with a colour you're wearing. So either the shoes or t-shirt or the cardigan if you had that colour necklace. Alternatively, a scarf. So I didn't reduce the number of accessories. I just removed the belt, swapped it for a scarf or necklace. It worked. Much cleaner, much more elegant, much more expensive looking. So generally, one thing should do the talking, and that would be the cuffs on this cardigan. But there's no harm in having something else further away doing a bit of talking as well. And then back to the heel height. Well, if you can't walk in the heel because it's so high, are you going to look elegant and expensive? Not really, no, not with your bum sticking out and you're tottering and you might fall over and the shoe gets caught in a pavement crack. Then of course there's the very quick way we can all look frumpy, and that will always cheapen us. And that very quick way we can look frumpy is by making our outfits half and half. So the length of your top part is equal to the length of your bottom part. That is instant widening, instant frumpiness, and that in itself then becomes instant cheapness. Now the most common way of achieving a third, 2/3 is to have a shorter part on top and have the length in the legs. That's most commonly what we're doing because we're wearing trousers or a long skirt or maxi of some sort. If you're going to wear a mini skirt, less likely maybe for us, then a longer top works with a mini skirt. Earlier, we talked about having too much in the way of accessories. We can always look a little bit more expensive if we have at least 3 elements of our outfit. So do think about layering. Now, in the summer, you're not going to want a cardigan or a jacket, but a crossbody is a layer. Even just a shoulder bag's a layer. Sunglasses are a layer. Pattern is a layer. A belt's a layer. So there are ways around it. It's that third element. So don't just put on a t-shirt and jeans and shoes and that's it. Think belt, think a scarf, think pattern, think something that is that added element. Because without it, the outfit looks unfinished. It looks like what many of us do, and it's okay to go to the shops. Yeah, t-shirt and jeans, just go to the shops, that's fine. It doesn't matter. If you want to look expensive, you don't want to look cheap, you want to look chic, add that extra piece.